I have been keen on Btcusd, and just before you is just a plain chart for the same Btcusd, whereby I did an analysis some time ago, some time back, where we saw that we mark this guy up here to be our potential target to be smashed, right? This is where we had anticipated the market to reach before we take a reversal. This one we are following the bearish version of the standard trading model, which we represented like this. Why we said we need a sweep of liquidity. For the first break of structure, I've not drawn it very well. We need a first break of structure. Then at this high, this is where you take our sell to potentially smash these high highs. So on the monthly time frame, you can see BTC was that kind of sweep of liquidity right here, because this is the highest point that it reached, and we saw a market structure shift to make it a very, very high quality setup. We saw the first break of structure right here. Then this high, this is where we should be anticipating for a sell. As long as this high is not taken, then we should take these lower lows. Moving on, we can see on the weekly time frame that Btcusd has just smashed that first break of structures high, and we are seeing it now moving downwards. It's bearish. What we do by dropping down on the lower time frame, we're just trying to refine our stop losses and refine our entries, and we can see after the sweep of this first break of structures high, we see here that there is a market structure shift showing us this market has an interest, is really interested in going downwards. We can see the last week on Friday we closed with a very no, we're still on. We see a market structure shift here. This liquidity has been swept, and reacting off of this FVG, this acting as a goalkeeper. So what we do, we drop down on the lower time frame to find the first break of structures high, whereby we should be anticipating for a sell, because we are just replicating what is happening on the higher time frames, on the lower time frames, right? As this mark here, as you have just seen, this is a first break of structures high on the weekly, but as I'm going to drop down on the lower time frames, you will see it very, very clearly. Let's drop down. This right here, we are now on the daily. On the daily, we can now clearly see that this lower low was taken. There's a market structure shift here. Then the clearest first break of structure that you can see, we are still following the bearish version of this model. I would say window sweep of liquidity, which we have here. And then our first break of structure, which is here. And it's high right here. This is where it's supposed to anticipate for a sell. So the first break of structure that is very, very conspicuous, this guy, then its high is here. This is why we should be anticipating for a sell, and this market is around here. So I am expecting this market to smash these highs before we can react off downwards. Yeah, that is it. Yeah, we can see that BTC came took this low market structure shift, and also right here you can see what was happening here. Let me drop down on the lower time frame to show you. This also here is just still the Btcusd on the daily. What I'm just trying to show here is that following the bearish version of the standard trading model, we had a sweep of liquidity here, so creating this high to be the strongest one. So we should be anticipating the market to react off the first break of structures high. You see the first break of structure that is very clear off of all this leg with this guy here. Then it's the high right here. This is where we should anticipate for a sell. We should anticipate for a sell quickly and jump out of the market. And we can see when you drop down on the large time frame that the model just printed, and we took a little bit of pips there, our profits. See, this is exactly what was happening. What was happening on the 4-hour time frame. We had a sweep here. Then this guy that marked on the daily, this guy here, reacted over that guy. But we can see currently on this 4-hour time frame, we'll see that we had a sweep of liquidity here, right around here, and the market reacted off of that, took here and dropped down. But we can also, there's a sweep of liquidity right here, this flash here, and the first break of structure that you can see that's conspicuous with this guy. Then it's high, this guy. So this market is currently reacting off of this guy, and as we are trying to anticipate for this highs to be taken before we start finding for a bearish version of the standard trading model. It was just as simple as that. That is Btcusd. I want to look at this place here. What was happening here? And I mentioned before that I love consolidations, and a breakdown of this area is very interesting. Whereby you can see that we had a sweep of liquidity here. No, after this market there was a stronger rejection of some that FVG that I just said on the weekly. The market rallied up. First break of structure here, another break of structure right here. So this right here is liquidity lying here. So after this liquidity was taken, of course we reacted off of some defender here, and we dropped down on the lower time frame, maybe on the 1 hour 30 minutes. And after this sweep of liquidity, following the bullish version of the standard trading model, we should be anticipating sweep of liquidity, first break of structure, this lower low right here, take our buy to potentially smash these highs. So after the sweep of liquidity, we should start anticipating for first break of structure on the first leg, whereby you take our buy to smash those highs or take partials. And we can see this market just came. There was a first break of structure around this leg. Let's just drop down the lower time frame and try to see. Okay. We'll see now this was a sweep here and reacted off of this. This was kind of acting as a goalkeeper, right? So the defender was taken, reacted off this goalkeeper with the first break of structure of this guy here. Oh, we create a lot of liquidity here. Yeah, but we can see the market reacted off of that zone, wicked up, but again we came down just as a way of trying to get a lot of people, a lot of orders, a lot of liquidity came, but this guy after the take of this liquidity was taken, became a stronger lower low, and we see the market just came down, barely took this lower low, but reacted off of that zone and boom, went and smashed these high highs. But a very quality setup that that we can all see here is this guy here, whereby we had a sweep of liquidity here, right here. These were following the bearish version of the standard trading model. No, that drawing is terrible. Most of the things here can be explained. I'm just trying to brush it up. You can see there was a sweep of liquidity here, right here. The market reacted of this liquidity we said was acting as a defender. So the defender was taken. The market reacted off of this goalkeeper, and after reacting, then we had a first break of structure around this place. Right, first break of structure. Then this high. This is where we set our sell order. To take our profits at with this model, perfect one, we're expecting this lower lows to be taken, this lower low to be taken right here. But I said we can always take partials. You can see all this move with Btcusd. There's a lot of pips. This one, the 30 minutes time frame. You can see you could have taken this profits of the nearest liquidity right here if you traded it right here, and you're out with good pips, with good money, and wait for the next setup. That is it. Added lipstick on it. You can see this was what happened exactly there. We can break down this setup, and everything is just familiar. Sweep of liquidity. This guy here reacted of that. So that is it. Well, a quick one on Btcusd. So next week I will be expecting we just smashed this high, right? And in the short term, we are now on the weekly, we're expecting this high to be taken, because we already have a market structure shift. We need this guy to be taken before we react either downwards. Anything can happen, so that's my prediction for the next week. That's what my bias. This guy here, this is the guy we take, then we roll it down a bit. So it is like that. Oh, thank you so much, and bye.